Want a proper BMW? The 2 Series, the smallest coupe in BMW's lineup, is the closest thing you can get to a modern version of an old-school 3 Series coupe. It's light, compact, and a pleasure to drive in any configuration. Even the base 4-cylinder is an absolute gem, but BMW will happily sell you more powerful inline-6 variants. Although it's sort of in a class of its own as an entry-level luxury two-door, you could cross-shop the 2 Series against other premium sports cars like the Toyota Supra and Nissan Z. Looking for a 4-door 2 Series? Confusing, we know, but that vehicle is actually called the 2 Series Gran Coupe, and it's a different car altogether that shares little with the excellent two-door. We're not anticipating any significant changes for 2024 2 Series. The current generation was introduced for 2022, and BMW added its curved infotainment display as standard for 2023. Last year also brought the return of the range-topping M2. You can't go wrong with the 2024 2 Series engine lineup. The 4-cylinder is plenty powerful and lightens the nose for sharp return-in. The M240i can smoke its tires or kick out the tail whenever you want, and the M2 is an exacting, explosive beast. All variants utilize an excellent 8-speed automatic, and M2 is offered with an optional manual transmission. As part of last year's update, BMW made its Live Cockpit Plus system standard on the 2 Series. That means all models feature a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster alongside a 14.9-inch touchscreen infotainment display, and both are housed behind a shared pane of curved glass. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are included, as is 10-speaker audio. A head-up display is available as part of the premium package. The 2 Series is among the best vehicles BMW makes right now. We'll start with the driving experience. The base 4-cylinder, an afterthought in some cars like this, is a revvy little torque monster with enough grunt to spin the tires off the line or induce mild power oversteer in a tight corner. The handling characteristics inspire confidence, and we love the bite of the brake pedal. Some folks on staff actually prefer the lighter nose of the 230i over the additional power for the M240i. BMW's choice of a ZF 8-speed auto works well in 4- and 6-cylinder models, providing quick shifts and smart logic, though the steering wheel-mounted shift paddles are underwhelming and we wish there was a manual option outside the M2. Speaking of the steering wheel, it's almost comically thick and makes the car feel larger and more serious than it is. Elsewhere inside, the second-gen car's longer wheelbase means the rear seat is actually usable. Wait, we almost forgot about the M2. In our prototype ride-along, we found the seating position near perfect, and the chassis communicated intimate detail as to the tire's limits of longitudinal grip. The brakes are informative, too. The powerful inline-6 doesn't feel too powerful for the chassis, and we love that this lightweight M car doesn't rely on active anti-roll bars or crazy tires to achieve high cornering speeds. Complaints? Standard and available safety features are limited. The cabin doesn't have much storage space. Motor trend doesn't have a permanent long-termer. Beyond that, the 2 Series is about as good as sport coupes get.